I'm going to try to talk a little bit about this person, Tony Levin, who took 50 years of my life from me, and not a day of which will ever be returned, to get replays, constant replays of Michael Raven's favorite scene by terror, torture, and acts of malice. Um, when Ken Crimson reformed in 1980 or so, I heard that they were taking on someone from Zappa's entourage, which didn't really thrill me. But I also heard that they were going to make a record and tour, and that was exciting to me because I had scraped through a terrible Manson ordeal by getting what I could of an education from listening to their music. I didn't realize that they were behind what had happened to me, which was an undeclared war on the United States by feudal powers in Great Britain. So I went to several concerts on this tour. Record came out from Holland called, which explained that various public relations stunts related to the Gurdjieff Society, and for as small as beautiful, we have Schumacher approach to the record industry played out clear-headedly in assigning the band the name King Crimson because of certain similarities. I mean, when it got to beat and thrack, I mean, it just got worse and worse, and I could no longer hear anymore. But the first record had some aspects that made sense, and that way it was reflective of an ongoing, precipitous, um, intelligent engagement by a starring recording artist who was uniquely interested in connecting personally with people who he knew, not um, that anybody anticipated him misleading us, misleading me. I certainly believed him when he said he didn't have time for a personal correspondence, which I also assumed precluded tactics like Miles Kirshner's attack prostitute syndicate coming from that person. But I sized up Anthony Levin. I mean, I didn't really think about it, any of these people talking to the Beatles about me at all. They were writing to me, but I didn't think, it never crossed my mind. And Levin's association with Queen or with John Lennon, it didn't really register on me. I knew that he was sort of um, hopping, he was sort of hopping from bed to bed when it came to Peter and Gabriel. But he seemed standoffish. He looked pussy whipped when I saw him, with girls. But um, his innuendo towards me has been this constant loop. You invaded my personal space by wanting an audition with my band, and you're a coward because you will never tell the truth. Now, let me get a person with an impacted neuroplasm who has been kidnapped and tortured and held hostage as a child in desperate circumstances of not even having access to the traumatic memory, which was infused neurologically shut like a freezer by persons whose intents are even more mind shattering. Okay. It's up against $1 trillion psychopath, Ronald Reagan, who Tony Levin has on the phone while he's talking to Donald Trump. And Gweener's saying, let's get him, let's get him. Okay. Lie after lie after lie after lie after cowardly lie is Tony Levin. And he's surrounded by parachuters, by tanks, by weapons of mass destruction, by evil minds like Yoko Ono, enforcing child ripper hatters, child haters, molesters with psychopathic cryogenic ideas of a person they kidnapped and tortured, threatening by family members. I mean, the man is a stark raving Ripper Hatter psychopath who tells lie after lie after lie after lie after lie, and then calls me a coward. Calls me a coward. And says I can't tell the truth. That I was hit from behind, like being shot when I was 11, 12 years old walking to school, slaughtering blows to the head. That left me disfigured. I can't tell the truth about that because I'm not a man. Something's really strange about that weirdo.